and sensitive viewers. Parental guidance is advised.
This is an SABC News presentation.
The drug scourge remains a problem facing our country and destroying the future of our children. The method of drug abuse and sharing blood, popularly known as Bluetooth, does not make the situation better. Rather, it has escalated things to another level.
It all started like me. And then the following day, you just feel like doing it. Up until you the side effects. The other day, you sweat, the goosebumps and everything. Then your friends tell you now, then it went on and on. Then it get heavy, you can't do without it.
And about to understand the one who got to rata, and I stop at our rata, and I took a Rahuvala.
At a distance, this may look like an innocent group of friends enjoying a breeze of fresh air away from home. In fact, these young men are part of drug users in Pretoria who have shocked the nation by not only sharing needles when using drugs, but they are sharing blood itself just to get high.
And about to understand the one who got to rata, and I stop at our rata, and I took a Rahuvala.
This newly discovered method is popularly known as Bluetooth.
Into eqale nini manje le ye Bluetooth manje idumile kakhulu la.
Yona ayikadumi khulu mara yona idumile.
Yona yayithi
uthi nathi uthi siyenze senze bengilimala manje mangilimala so ngayenza ngamthola ajovile aqeda ukubetha ngimthola yenzani abetha ngithi ngitshela 10 minutes at ish mfano namabhadi ngoba ngenzeni senje ngihlabile ngithi hayi Brian uzayenza uzathi mawuceda ukuthela wangiphi igazi lapho angisho ukuyenzakala ngibuye town last year bengiye town mangifike town kuyenzakala ukuthini ngidlule eMarabastad yenzani ngithenga inyawo mangithenga inyawo bengithola abanye bayenza yona iBluetooth bengayazi mina ngibone ePitori.
You may keep wondering how this quick fix method works, but once you find out, it sends shivers down your spine.
Bluetooth is so like uBrian uyahlaba nje uhlaba inyawo mina nginalutho makahlaba uyenzani uyayibona ichika ukuthi yenzani uyekwembe makabona ukuthi uyibambile uyobona ngani ngegazi lithela uyabona igazi malithela uyenzani uyayithumela ngaphakathi kwamavitsi manje ngoba mina nginalutho engiyalimala ngiphetha ama-alost uyenzani ungiphi igazi lelo sithi iBluetooth angisho uyabona ama-Bluetooth amafoni ngenzani ngithatha umusic nguyisa ngani ngokuthumela
Even though these young men are quite aware of the danger of sharing blood, for now what is important to them is to get high so that they can fight the withdrawal symptoms.
Siyenza kaningi if anginalutho and angikhona ukwenza lutho. Inyawupe fana nempilo i-energy kithi. If angabhemi ngeke ngenze lutho, ngeke ngidle, ngeke ngisebenze.
Into yokufana ukuthi mhlambi if i-out yakho ayinanto yokubhema for lelo langa leyo yamsiza nje. Mawuqeda ukubhema wena if niba 3 and ayikho enough then ukukusiza omunye obviously mawumnikeza igazi lakho then naye uzothola si right.
Uzoba right, uzobophululeka. Angisho igazi lami line drug. Khona ngingenisa. Ihlangane ne drug. Mangimupha lona angenisa ngaphakathi kwegazi lakhe. Lenzana ligijima ngama-veins. Liyadrageka, uyadrageka. Uyabona? Naye uzoba right, uzoba high. Uyangizwisisa uzoba high mara ngeke afane nami. Mina ngiyoyenza ngiyoba high more than yena ngoba mina ngenzeni ngithelini yawo pe street.
Where do you get the syringes and how much does it cost for one syringe?
Injection ke lotse lo re ngantshi kono di kra mo di pharmacy ba bambana lo tla ba di tshwere o ka se itse ba di kra kae ba di rekisa sona se costa 10 rand like motho a se tshwere mo strateng a rejo ke rekisa syringe o tlo bo tsore me ibunya ka 10 rand a tshweretse pedi 20 rand wa ntlalwane so e ke tshwere ke tlo no mofa go se ka se nida wa ntlalwane ke sona se lo re nga se berekisa gore ke besha wa ntlalwane a ke itsubi ke a itlhaba ntswa
Kwetseya angere ka hoba
How tsabi because I'm sure khona le di risks tsa gore when you share blood how tsebe gore chomi ya ha una le eng ke risk yona fela
wa lebella nga snotse a fela madi ya motho fela o le re nga ke mitse a nkitsa ke tsoro pela byang enke montlalwa ke ba ke lebelletse ro ke mama motho ke phetsele ena sebaka se stel wa ntlalwa a ona hore wa ntlalwa ke a itsora ya alwa le wa ntshwa so mo ke ba ke le kore ke ba ke se sho mara le tsolona le bating mara not that much one no
They have no medical records of their blood and medical status, but they only believe that their friendship will keep them alive.
I'm craving inside. I don't have power to do anything. I want to do something that like utwana logo zola. I can say is the only person I can do so. Any syringe mawubhema ngaso mawulimala uyacha uyavuta phumistito phuma amanzi uyashisa uzukushisa ke wabona like istofo samalahla mabasifake mabasishisile senza shisa khulu uzwa ngathi ungaphakathi oro angazi ngakuchasela njani mara uzwa ngathi bayokushisa bakufake ngaphakathi kwamanzi 2 minutes ngizukubanda mangibathi Jesse ngisushisa.
All right, we talk about a healthy lifestyle, but what is this healthy lifestyle?
What we're talking about really is you are healthy in those 3 areas of life: body, mind, and soul.
Before you embark on a weight loss journey, rather first speak to your person who has your complete clinical picture.
Ideally, your plate should look like this. Half of your plate should be fruit and vegetables. A quarter of your plate, starch. Quarter protein.
Tell you some of the things that I really enjoy doing.
for that bottom pouch as well as for cardio. So you do your kicks, you kick back.
Join Health Talk every Saturday for all your health news.
Mina practicing ngigwetshwe 6 years. Ngithola ngigwetshwe 6 years. Manje kule 6 years ngigwetshwe yona. Bathi ngiphule la. Yemfethu ngigwetshwe 6 years manje sengibreak iparu. Yabo ukuthi manje boshwe mntazikha ngithatha isikhathi uphume ejele nje.
Mfethu enjalo.
Ngithatha isikhathi uphume ejele. Lo mkhukhu wami ngilala la. Mara le phone ayisipande. Futhi manje ngilala la. Ngiphila la bhuti omkhulu. Ende practice.
Indawo yakho egidla le.
This is our break.
The story of young people addicted to drugs has an impact on everyone around them, especially their families. In our previous episodes, we came across this young man in Witbank, Mpumalanga. He told us how his life of drug addiction turned his family upside down.
Ngitho enina manje ukuthi manje uzokutshela nje inhliziyo yami babhlungu nje uyabona yabo mangicabanga umama wami la bra wami inhliziyo yami babhlungu bracket umama uspende more than 19,000 ukuthi ngiphume ejele uyangizwa wakhipha 15,000 wanika elinye lo ifenter mangishaya up and b umama wami namntana sekhathi uyangitho yazi ukuthi umama akasaholi ngenxa yami kumanje yazi ukuthi umama umsebenza mahala la esibhedlela kaholi nje ubhizi ubhatala last bheka umama wami lesikhathazile la zongilanda yazi ukuthi uchizeni mntazi lativa mntazi ekhaya uthe yazikheza ngabe ngimane ngakuyeka mntanami wavele wahlala ejeleni ukuthi uzophila so wangamfihli.
A life of crime has overtaken his emotions, and all this just for him to feed the addiction.
Mina proket vele njengami mina ngithola bra wami vele ngifuna ukukhuluma manga nyaspina vele nyatshontsha yabona mina ngibheka ngifeyila njani awuthi
Daso
ngithola Daso ibra mina angeke ukholwe jo nyenza icrime 365 days ngikanga every day you won't believe mawuhle karini uvala umnyango mina hlwehla mina sengimkhuthi mawufika ungena eparking.
He developed a habit of targeting unsuspecting motorists at local shopping centers.
Mawuvula umnyango mina sengipress ngikufuna noma ulapha egate ulapha egate ngimela ngayipressa so angeke ikhika yakho even namanje singalapha kuliyakhumbi ngipress immobilizer ngeke ikhiye ngithola iblind ide ngetshovo ngithola isibiza ngetshovo ngithola bra ngspina ngayo lento ngithola nakhuluma manje ngithi mina namanje abantu ababhaya sibani makahlike ekareni ngiyayipressa angithi umunya kanaka uvela qatshe ukuthi ikhile kanti ayisakhiyanga abanye bayajump ngithola athi makahlika thuthi ngipressile athi amangaloka iki awunyabo ukuthi ajumpa bese ke ngiyayiyeka athi iqhaqa ikhiye omunye uyahlika angithi abanye bahlika qa umnyango hamba bahlaphe yabo ngithanda labo ke makahlika sengipressile athi.
Shortly after our broadcast, he was arrested for violating his parole conditions. While people like Kaiser could be in jail, the life of drug abuse continuously produces more victims who are trapped in the same web of crime. Bluetooth users have been caught in a chain of law breaking in order to survive.
I'm going to do anything with Len give a sharp to feed my addiction. But that time, Kaira Nkatswarapo, like example, Ufetamotu,
go feta motho mo tseleng ka mo go feta motho mo tseleng motho ke mo nyaditse nka bona o tshwere tšhelete for feta addiction ya nka mo tshwara po.
Sitting the whole day under the tree, they share ideas on how to make money. Most of these ideas involve breaking the law, even though some of them do not want to be called criminals.
Ba bang ba re tshwana khono tsena go shopong go utso. Ba bang ba re khono ya mo molong. Ro khirisa batho gore ke feta addiction ya. Tshwana le nna gore ke feta addiction ya. Ke ya go molong ka yo khirisa batho para ka phakisa dikoloi. E ke fetso phakisa dikoloi ke mo loreng ke kara tšhelete loreng ka inyaka.
But every cent coming from all job opportunities is directed towards the next smoke.
Just for fitting this shit.
Lili demon ke le khoba nna ka itlhankela ngirisa nthongwe lengwe ke nyaka nthongwe lengwe e nyaka a ke sa sheba gore maphodisa ba ntshwara ke a tronkong tseo a ke dinagane since re tshwere panditile because of nyope gore e risa dilo tse le reng a re dinagane ntho ile re motho tse ya pila motho sa tswe a ka se mara nna ka tshwara pizza ke bethela go dina plastic.
O still wrong fam. O sape.
All right. Balance me tse wa ska tsolo wa ntšha brand.
Nna ka sape bro. Bueno still wrong bro.
Na wa itse ba re ba rome pele.
Ro tlanga di mapitsa ntšha brand.
Still wrong fam. Still wrong.
Abona mabitsa tshwanetse ka mo madita re busy.
Na ibla no bona ke tsere gane tse kae ke berekisa ta nga khipa
ya ishumfana ke na go lo ronse di rinchi re bontsha no bona nga re ba bona se ba re ka ba shapo e bona ke tja ke motho mo bjang a ke status sa bra e go bo re ka choose ya with status sa go fa bluetooth e ka tso fa bluetooth o ira la
Up next, is there any way out of the situation? And what are the dangers of sharing blood through Bluetooth?
If you asked the British how they felt about being the biggest cider drinkers in the world, they'd say something like this. Yes. Well, we don't know about you, but that sounds like a challenge. Challenge accepted.
Get a 6-pack of Savannah Dry or Light Handies for only $56.99 from Tops at Spar.
African activists are using social media to raise their concerns, and industries are now utilizing video games to target new customers.
Gamification in games is a less intrusive way of brands to tell people about their products and services.
The fourth industrial revolution is also fully underway, but are Africans contributing much to it?
The majority of our people are not even aware that we're going through the industrial revolution.
On Network, we have African technology and social media news. That's Network with Ms. Phumelele Zondi, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Central African Time.
Dr. Fabian and Florence Ribeiro Treatment Center, east of Pretoria, was established in 1940 to treat patients battling with drug addiction. Numbers were dwindling at the time, but recently there's been a rapid increase of people who need help.
The intake has increased in the past couple of years. From January to December, we admitted up to 2,400 to 2,500 service users, the majority being addicted to Niapi. So we see an increase in substance abuse at this stage.
The soccer field is evident that the center has become the hive of activities. Ex-users are killing time by playing soccer. Many people often complain about the unaffordability of treatment, but the center manager says everyone is welcome.
We never turn anyone away at our institution because the Act makes provision, the Act 70 of 2008, to admit people that are in need of treatment centres. But our department does have other treatment centres that are subsidised by government. We also have other programs, prevention programs running. We have outpatient programs. So the person that comes here is the person that really needs assistance in an inpatient treatment centre for 6 weeks.
We met up with some of the youth who are now determined and already on their way to recovery. They told us their experiences and how it all started.
It all started like kadichumi. The other day, you only have like half of the money. Then like I compare, I compromise, and then we buy a bag. Then and only to find out that night, you sleep so nice. You feel like you are in another level or another country. And then the following day, you just feel like doing it. Up until the side effects. The other day, I sweat, the goosebumps and everything. Then your friends tell you now, then it went on and on. Then it get heavy, you can't do without it.
They walked away empty-handed because relationships with their families were strained and some of them lost their jobs. One of them was a taxi driver and his boss was forced to let him go.
Checking nako ya chaisa le yona ya shota ke chaisa ka nako ile ngora ha tloela then ke motho mang a bona hore no this guy philo ba hore re go change it.
My parents thinking hore ke a sekolo, and while I was not going to school ke fella mo motseng ka ditšhelete tsa lunch le dichomi re tsuba, and I also worked at Woolworths. The same thing was happening, temptations. After work you're just thinking where are you going to get another fix. You have to do something from your own work, or at this level or whatsoever, something.
You can't blame friends for the choices you make. So basically, it was my own fault, trying this and trying that, and that's the way all the addiction started and everything. And I got hooked on the drugs, and like I said, it caused a lot of problems with my family, with my children.
Now the center has brought in new hope to anyone who's willing to get help.
It's not for the first time, I've came here in 2015 and then I relapsed. I'm here for the second time again. Mara, I'm having hope, because it's not good for me, it's not good for my family. Because Balu is trusty. And I need to gain the trust again. And another thing, I'm doing it for myself. Community.
Ya ke la matho mo ke tla ene ke nna re ke la ba fello because hona le ntshwe ngwe le hore le yona ne na le mpushetsa mora hore ke tsubenya ope like kuba a coward. You know motho ha o bitsa ka ntshwele hore no we eja and then also about eja, you don't have to be angry at that person. You have to smile and say yes, I'm a nyaupe, but knowing down deep inside of me I don't want nyaupe anymore. And to prove that to myself, I have to change the ways that I used to take before now.
They're getting encouragement to build up a new, strong character.
If you do relapse, quickly go back to the nearest treatment center.
I have to say, since I've been here, it has taught me a lot, especially about patience and stuff.
But not everyone was patient enough to stay. After the story of Bluetooth broke out, the Department of Social Development in Gauteng booked in 383 Nyaupe users. several of which are in the Tshwane region. Most of these patients discharge themselves out without completing the course, complaining about bad treatment.
Because it's not only social development who should really be concerned. Economic development also wants to assist.
This group is a part of 120 who remained behind, an embarrassment and disappointment to MEC Mayatula Khoza, who came to inspect the center when our crew was there.
It is a setback, but to be honest with you, I'm happy that we still have 120 of them remaining. That's a big number. So it's 120 of young men and women who have told themselves that it is their decision to help themselves and that they want to stay up until the end of the treatment, which takes about 6 weeks. And I know when I interacted with them in Tshwane, Soshanguve, they also said they want to really work, to make a contribution to society and to the economy of this country. So we know that those who have left may want to come back, and they will come back and will have open arms. Or 6 months. If it doesn't happen,
she says her department was shocked when they learned of the Bluetooth. She's convinced that it must be eradicated because it is a danger to society.
It's dangerous because we have different blood groups. I'm blood group O, you are blood group A. We exchange blood. What's going to happen? You know, what about the illnesses that we have? Probably I have illnesses like hepatitis B and C. I inject blood into you. You will also get it. What if I have HIV? You will also get it. In that way, we're spreading HIV. And it's dangerous. How do we know which vein we must use when we inject blood to ourselves? That's dangerous. I've heard that about 17 of young people around Tshwane area have died because of Bluetooth. So we want to stop it right at the beginning.
There was no information about the whereabouts of the young men who appeared on our insert. None of the centers we visited knew if they responded to the call by social development to get help or not. They just did not want to be traced.